Well, welcome to AT&T. I mean, you see students come into a work environment. They see people like themselves enjoying what they do, and it causes them to correlate that back to education. It's very inspiring. You guys ever heard of telepresence? So it feels like we're all in a meeting room together, right? You see how this can make business go a lot faster?
Job shadowing for me is wonderful.
Hey guys, how's everybody?
I think every student that has an opportunity to shadow someone should jump on it.
Do something, I'll communicate with somebody.
You have no idea what's on the other side of that door, what opportunity is there.
Let me show you in the store. You have all the wireless devices here. One of the benefits of job shadowing is that the kids get a chance to spend time with a mentor. Pretty cool, huh?
The job shadowing program is very valuable to any student to participate in letting them know what happens in school really can translate over to the real work world.
Oh, okay. They bring so much energy into our workplace.
I get charged by the students as much as hopefully they do by participating in the program. This is actually live TV on your phone.
There is a bright future, and we want all of us to be a part of it together.
I know somebody who went through college while they were working, and they've done very well at AT&T. You know who this is? Be me. Yeah. I'm the first person in my family to graduate from college. It was my sophomore year in high school. That's when you first begin to ask yourself, what do I want to do when I grow up? And I looked at most of the things that I found interesting, that I would like to invest a career and a life in. All of them required a college education, and that was the point when I said I'm going to have to get focused, as these kids were discussing, on high school and get focused on college.
I really like the experience we have. I think it really opened the way we see jobs, because usually we go to school and we're like, okay, we have to get a job next. But if you get a job that you like and it's fun, you're just going to love what you do.
Each one of them had particular areas that they found most interesting, and the common denominator is they saw people in these jobs that were like themselves, and they were able to connect the dots. This is what I'm doing in school, and this is how it correlates to what this individual is doing, and that's something I would like to do.
Stand tall. Be proud of your heritage. It is what makes you special. As a 10-year-old, I noticed that my parents got increasingly concerned about living in Cuba. They feared for their safety, for our well-being, and for our future. And then when you got to the airport, we realized that they could not leave. I was the only one who could leave that day, so that was a big surprise. They thought, well, we'll get out next week. It's going to be next month. No, it's not next month. And so it gradually became, a very painful thing because you didn't know. In my early high school years, my grandmother came from Cuba. My grandmother had a huge influence on me in telling me to stay in school, get an education, because an education opens doors. I enjoy sharing my story with kids who are just beginning their own success stories, and hopefully inspires them to stay in school and reach for the stars.
Find your passion and your purpose and get busy. I grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area in the Easter Hill Public Housing Projects in Richmond, California. When I was 11 years old, unfortunately, I saw my father shoot a man in self-defense. But I insisted on going to school. School was a place where I could be free, it was a refuge for me, and it was a place where I could just hide. My mom and dad divorced when I was 15, and my father told us that we would not amount to anything, that we would basically be hookers on the street. And I responded and said, no. I told my sister we're going to be among the first to graduate from college, we're going to get mom out of the projects, and I'm going to be the president one day. Education is the one thing that people cannot take away from you. My mom always taught us, people can't take away what's in your head. You get a good education, it's with you for life. It will be the foundation for everything that you want to do in life. I think my story inspires kids to realize they can do it too, that I'm not the last one, that the hopes that they have, the dreams that they have, they can achieve those just the way I did.
AT&T took the time and the effort to bring us here so we can experience what they go through every day.
Well, Job Shadow definitely changed my thoughts about school. They showed us that you have to have an education because they're just getting you ready for the workforce.
It's an experience that we'll never forget. I learned a lot of things. I never expected everything to be like this.
Meeting new people, smart people, intelligent people. Those are the kinds of people teenagers these days need to be inspired of.
And one thing that I definitely walked away with was confidence, because they told us, you know, their life stories and how they got there, you know, the struggles that they went through. And yeah, I mean, I know that if they did it, so can we.
I'm so excited about sharing what I do with students. I'm excited about the commitment, and I'm making an impact on someone else's life.
The opportunity to really begin to create a momentum and enthusiasm for school and education and the sciences and arithmetic, I think is very powerful here.
I want the students that Job Shadow me to know if you work hard, stay in school, set goals, and you'll be able to achieve those goals.
I started working for this company in 1981. I've been here 28 years, and my success really goes back to getting a good education. It literally saved my life.
It strikes me what an education can do, that a young boy at the age of 10 can land in the shores of a country and get to be the CEO of the #1 wireless company in the U.S.
I think it makes them realize they can do it too, that the journey that they've started will have a happy ending.
And that's the same message that I tell kids today is dream big and believe in yourself, and you can achieve your dream.
That's what job shadowing provides, is somebody whom they respect, who can guide and direct their steps, somebody that they can look to and say, that person has been where I have been, they are accomplishing what I would like to accomplish, and therefore they connect the dots. They have line of sight to something bigger and greater.